how the most dangerous man on the planet won.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
Top 10 most brutal knockouts of Mike Tyson. In professional boxing, the name of Mike Tyson has become a household name. Yes, what is there in boxing? Even those who have nothing to do with the sport know it. For most ordinary people, Tyson is associated with aggression and knockout abilities. In his career, Iron Mike won 50 victories, 44 of which were knockouts. In the network, you will find many selections of the best knockouts in his performance. We decided to make our own subjective list of victories in honor of the birthday of the great boxer. Mike turned 56 on June 30th. We present the rating of the most brutal knockouts performed by Mike Tyson. 10. Mike Tyson as Reggie Gross. Our rating is opened by the fight of Tyson against Reggie Gross. It was 1986, a period when Mike had not yet become a megastar, did not possess titles, but was confidently moving towards the first championship fight. At that time, Mike continued to build the image of a terrifying man who destroys everything in his path. Reggie Gross was destined to be one of his victims. The denouement of the match came in the opening round. Reggie tried to stop Tyson with a series of punches. He threw a dozen shots from different angles, but Mike did a nice job in defense before throwing out a single left hook, which sent Gross into a heavy knockdown. Rising to his feet, Reggie ventured to continue, but this time, he was finally finished. 9. Mike Tyson as Lorenzo Boyd. Also in 1986, Mike fought Lorenzo Boyd, another ranked fight in which Mike confirmed his status as a cruel puncher. Lorenzo Boyd managed to survive the first round, but only to be knocked out in the next stretch. Tyson punched his favorite combination of right into the body with a transfer to the head. After that killer deuce, Lorenzo didn't find the strength to climb to the count of 10. 8. Mike Tyson as Robert Clay. Let's go back to 1985, when Mike was a prospect. The fight with Robert Clay was only the 10th performance in the pro ring. However, Tyson needed some 37 seconds to brutally demolish another opponent. A left hook on the race sent Robert to the canvas, after which he barely rose to his feet. But for him, the battle was over. The fast and tough victory of the young Tyson occupies the 8th line in the ranking of brutal knockouts. 7. Mike Tyson as Jose Ribalta. In August 1986, Tyson fought against Jose Ribalta. Then Iron Mike flew by leaps and bounds to the first title and has already earned the status of the most dangerous heavyweight. As you can see, Mike mentally broke his opponents before the fight. Jose did not hide his wild excitement, or more precisely, fear. Although Ribalta lasted even longer than many of Tyson's opponents, this did not save him from a brutal beating. Jose was knocked down in the 2nd, 8th, and 10th rounds. After the 3rd fall, Mike gave his opponent a beautiful hammering at the ropes. Ribalta was saved from a death knockout by a referee. 6. Mike Tyson as Alfonso Ratliff. It's 1986 again. Mike Tyson was fighting Alfonso Ratliff, a former cruiserweight title challenger. In the 2nd round, Tyson landed a left sidekick through his arm, after which Ratliff was knocked down. Further, Alfonso made every attempt to survive, but was mercilessly defeated by a series of side and uppercuts. In that fight, Mike earned the status of an official contender for the WBC title. 5. Mike Tyson as Trevor Berbick. November 1986. Tyson was holding the first title fight of his career against Trevor Berbick, the man who defeated Muhammad Ali himself and the holder of the WBC heavyweight title. From the very first minutes, Trevor entered into an uncompromising fight at medium and close range, which was in the hands of the challenger. After the first 3 minutes, Berbick was breathing heavily as if he had passed the main part of the fight. At the start of the 2nd round, Tyson made a long combination, which he began with a powerful right straight to the head of Berbick. The champion started dancing and immediately found himself on the canvas. Getting to his feet, He tried to maintain confidence, but continued to miss blow after blow. The further struggle took place at close range, and in one of the attacks, Mike hooked Trevor with the left side. This sliding impact was so powerful that Berbick's vestibular apparatus shut down. The body did not obey the champion. He consistently fell and did not understand what was happening to him at all. Thus, at the age of 20 years and 4 months, Mike Tyson became the youngest champion in the history of the heavyweight division. 4. Mike Tyson as Henry Tillman. Fast forward to 1990, the period when Mike was first defeated by Buster Douglas. 4 months after the defeat, he stepped into the ring against Henry Tillman to close off a single setback. Also, Mike had old scores with Tillman. Henry upset him twice in the amateur ring, and eventually became the winner of the Olympics, and Tyson lost his place in the team. However, there was no competition in the pro ring. Mike destroyed the offender in the first round with a counter right sidebar. It was one of the most beautiful one-punch knockouts of Iron Mike's career.
First cut out was Mike Tyson. Oh, the right hand! I doubt if he'll be able to get up from this. He hit him.
3. Mike Tyson as Marvis Frazier. In July 1986, Mike met with the son of the legendary Joe Frazier, Marvis Frazier. That fight was positioned as the first serious test for Tyson, but Mike received a test with an automatic rifle. Marvis lasted only 30 seconds. The son of the legend failed to put up a worthy resistance. Tyson instantly clamped him against the ropes and sent him straight to the realm of Morpheus with a series of blows. Marvis fell asleep in the counter, after which he was brought to his senses for a long time. A quick and even intimidating victory ranks 3rd in our ranking of brutal knockouts of Mike Tyson.
20 seconds. Tyson.
2. Mike Tyson as Michael Spinks. In June 1988, Tyson defended the title of absolute champion in the heavyweight division. He had all 3 WBC, WBA, and IBF titles at his disposal. And Mike was opposed by former undisputed cruiserweight champion and former heavyweight champion Michael Spinks. Unfortunately, despite the status of the fight and the big names of both fighters, there was no competition. In a minute and a half, Tyson declassified Spinks. First knocked down with a punch to the body, then knocked out with a short right from below. This was Spinks' first and last defeat, which became so total that immediately after it, Michael decided to end his boxing career. 1. Mike Tyson as Clifford Etienne. Choosing the first place in the ranking of the most brutal knockouts of Mike Tyson, you do not have to think for a long time. Personally, in my opinion, the toughest knockout in the performance of Iron Mike came at the end of his career. It was a fight with Clifford Etienne in 2003, which was the last victory of the legendary heavyweight. Before the fight, Clifford said a lot of unflattering things about Mike, including about his tattoo on his face. Etienne promised that he would stuff him with the same, but on the other side of the face. In addition, Clifford predicted that he would save Tyson for retirement. The fight lasted only 49 seconds, which was quite expected, but it was difficult to predict which of the fighters would be the first to strike the decisive blow. With the starting gong, the opponents rushed to the attack. Events developed rapidly.
Now, Bill Clancy, the referee, will talk.
And then Mike, as they say on the compass, applied the right one through his hand. Etienne fell, standing on his supporting leg, and even so that it almost broke under the weight of his body. Falling on the canvas, the American pulled out a mouthguard and closed his eyes. A one-punch knockout is the most convincing way to win the ring, and Mike was the best at demonstrating it. What I would like to note is Mike's gentlemanly attitude towards all his rivals. Despite being the most dangerous person on the planet or a knockout machine, Tyson said, "A fight is one thing, but when a fight is over, I have to show respect." Well, friends, that's the end. Subscribe to the channel and expect new original videos every Thursday. Before meeting.